It's very common when women are diving deep into their reproductive health issues that when they get a hormone profile done, they're told that they have estrogen dominance. So, what is estrogen dominance and what can we do about it? If you're new here, I'm Rita Johnson, owner of Divine Mercy Nutritional Care, and I help women with reproductive health issues take their health back into their own hands. So, first, let's talk about what is estrogen dominance. As I'm sure you're already well aware, your sex hormones that you need for healthy functioning cycles, the two dominant ones are progesterone and estrogen. And progesterone and estrogen have to be in a proper relationship. You could think of it as a symphony of relationship with one another. If one of them is too loud or too strong, the other one is going to be impacted by that directly. So when we hear words thrown around like estrogen dominance, this can mean one of several things is going on. Either you're not making enough progesterone, and progesterone will inhibit estrogen, especially in the post ovulatory time. So, after you've ovulated, as your body prepares to allow the new life that may have been created at ovulation to nestle into the uterine lining. Another thing that might be going on here is we may have too much estrogen altogether. If we have too much estrogen, and even adequate levels of progesterone won't be enough to really be able to check those estrogen levels and bring them back into proper balance. A third problem we can have, and this is much more difficult to distinguish just from a lab test, is that we could also have a liver that isn't properly detoxifying our sex hormones. So, our liver has to filter out those sex hormones from our blood after they've been used in our body. So, our body creates these sex hormones, and then as they are done being utilized, then it gets filtered out of our bloodstream and we detoxify them. If the liver is congested, it's actually going to lead to a buildup of estrogen level. Now, there's also a fourth thing that could be going on here. Have an onslaught of phytoestrogens or xenoestrogens. I like to just classify these things as fake estrogen. So they can be a result of too much soy products, which are really high in phenoestrogens. It can be a result of too much plastic exposure, which can actually confuse the body and be those xenoestrogens. These are oftentimes found in things like BPA plastics, but there can also be other sources of these phytoestrogens, these fake estrogens, that the body just gets confused by and says, oh, our estrogen level is high enough. I don't actually need to make enough estrogen. The trouble if we have estrogen dominance, it's very common solution to give bioidentical progesterone in the post-peak phase. Now, this is a really great approach if the problem is just that our estrogen is too high and we need to help bring that down and back into balance. The trouble is if the liver is congested and we're giving our body more sex hormones, even if they're meant to mimic our natural hormones, we're going to have an issue metabolizing that. And that can lead to further dysfunction in our liver. And if our liver is not functioning optimally, we're going to have a whole host of other issues too. Your liver has over 500 known functions in your body. So just try that on for size a moment and imagine what would happen, the type of haywire that we would have result if our liver isn't working properly. And to make matters worse, there's a whole host of things that are really common in women's health right now, like history of the hormonal birth control use, even an IUD, that can further complicate our liver and make it be compromised. So, really, when we're talking about estrogen dominance, we need to dive deeper into the root cause of why the estrogen level is too high and what can we do to support healthy detoxification and to be sure that we're promoting your body making enough progesterone on its own. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more from me. I also have a fertility journey ebook that I would love to give you. It includes things like questions to ask at your doctor's office and how to know that your doctor is the right fit for you. There is a link for it in the description of this video.